Hi everybody, this is my crafting video. I decided to do a short little video on how I'm going to craft some of my stuff. The first things first is you need to have schematics, weapon schematics. Most of my guys here are still using their base weapons. I've crafted some armor for them. What we're going to do now though is we're going to go to tier 2 armor and probably tier 2 weapons. That's mid-level based on this game. Tier 3 would be the ones that I would use to end the game. I will do another video showing you where I got those schematics, because there is some schematic farming you can do. Overall, the tier 2 schematics should work out for everybody. I don't see a big hassle. I will tell you though, I did spend 6 hours doing this off screen. Took a whole Saturday basically off and on just to get what I have, and I still don't have all the schematics for all the things that I want. Right now Dorian is wearing a unique armor, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna, and the reason is for that is I haven't found the schematic I want for mages. So what I did find though is what I'm gonna do for Iron Bull and my other warriors. I got armor for my rogues that I can create. I also have weapons for almost everybody. The mages one, I have to get further into the game to get to a certain point, to a certain vendor, so I can buy those schematics and then we can work on that stuff. First off though, to farm tier 2 schematics, like I've mentioned before in other videos, there are treasure chests that you can keep alive by just leaving one item in the chest. Usually when you find the tier 2 schematics, those chests will keep repopulating. The problem is it's all random, so you have to keep going back and forth until you find the chest, or back and forth to the chest before you find the schematics that you're looking for. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you where I went. First off, I am in the hinterlands. This is the campsite right next to the farm, Dennett's farm, where I went to get the horses earlier in an earlier video. What we're going to do now is we'll go into the quest map. I'll broaden out so you have a better idea of where we're at. When I first came to the hinterlands, I believe this Dusklight camp, no, sorry, Outskirts camp is the camp that you start in. As you can see, you will need to go through what I did, which was walk into Red Cliff Village in here, or whatever they call it. What is it called? Let's zoom in and get a better name. The Crossroads. Go down to the Crossroads. There's some people out in here. I crossed a bridge down here to get to Dennett's camp. And this is Dennett's farm over in this area. And this is Red Cliff Farms camp. Now the reason I'm here is because what I do is to refresh the chest. We go from Red Cliff's farm camp to where the chest is, and the chest is actually in the forest camp. So what you do is you do automatic travel to the camp, make your way over there, and then what we do is we end up, as soon as we get there, we'll end up in the forest camp. Now in the forest camp there is a tree, and next to that tree is a treasure chest. That treasure chest has schematics. That treasure chest has tier 2 schematics. So now that I changed my camera, you see behind the tent by those trees over there, there's the chest. So what I did for 6 hours is come to this chest, open it up. As you can see, it's a belt of healing. I'm not going to take the belt of healing because I'm going to leave it in there. That way the chest stays active. Now with an active chest, what I can do is once I leave this, I can go to my menu, go to the quest map. The closest camp is actually Red Cliff Farms. Travel there, and while I'm going there, it gets me out of the area. Once I'm out of the area, I can go into the quest map again, go back to the forest camp. And now, as you can see, the traveling time is going to take longer. The reason it takes longer is because it's repopulating that chest. Everything is predetermined. Like whatever's going to happen right now, whatever's going to be in that chest is in that chest now. Now when I get there, I get to find out what's in it. If I don't like what's in it, I can go to another camp and respawn there and then come back here as a respawn. And as you can see, everything changed. Instead of having the healing belt, now I have the one-sided blade and 75 gold. I'm taking the gold. I'll leave that. But that's what I did. I did it for 6 long hours last week. Very painful. Got a whole muscle of schematics, but I didn't get the ones that I was looking for. I did get a fair number of them, and we were going to be using them in a little bit. If I didn't get those, though, I'm like, I still wouldn't be making this video, and I'd still be wasting time trying to get it all. But I did get the main armor for rogues, the main armor for my warriors. I'm missing some additional things that I can add on that armor. I'm still going to work in trying to get them. Again, it's that one chest. It's the only chest I can think of right now. I need to look because I think there's other areas where I can get a tier 2 schematics. I just have to go and find them. Right now, that is a quick, easy way to get it early in the game like I'm doing right now. It'll make my weapons stronger, so when I actually progress in this game more, battles are going to be even easier. But I did get the weapon schematics for my sword and shield guys, my two-hand warrior. I got everything I needed for him. My main guy, my rogue Aryan, I did get the schematics to make 2 daggers for him, and that's about it. There's stuff for like Varric and all that, but those you can unlock later in the game, and I can show you where they are. They're all at vendors. So what we'll do now is we're going to go to the quest map, and we're going to go back to Haven. Now in Haven, we're going to go and we're going to create our armor and all that fun stuff, and we're going to give it some fun names. Now the best thing about this, though, is that in Haven you can create things, and the next place that I end up having for a base will, and the spoiler alert, I don't think it needs to be a spoiler, this game's been out for 2 years. There is another place that we're going to have for a headquarters, and there will be another place to create armor and weapons and upgrades, magic runes, everything. So right now we're going to go ahead and just get in here and figure out what we need to do. So here we are back, and actually there is a tier 2 schematic over here. Some people get tier 2 schematics in this chest right here. Now if you saw my previous videos, last time I was here I killed that chest, but I left another chest open because it had a schematic in it, and that's this chest. This chest isn't giving me any more schematics. It is getting me, as you can see here, they are getting me, ooh. I'm taking the staff, and I'm taking the gold. I'm not going to kill that yet because I'm still looking for a couple schematics. When I get back into doing a live stream of this, we will talk to more people in Haven here. There's a lot of people to talk to. There's a lot of cool things to do in Haven. And here we're gonna, let's see, let's craft armor, and we'll talk about armor first. So here we are in armor. I'm gonna craft armor. I have this Overseer's cowl, which actually is gonna be really good for mages. There's a dwarven helmet here that I'm gonna make for my basically Cassandra and who else is it? Cassandra will wear it, Blackwall will wear it, and that will work out. See, that's what he's going to look like. Elven Cowl, that's another mage one, so that's not going to work. This scout hat I'm actually going to use for, I don't think I'm going to do that one actually. I'm probably going to do this scout hat, not the Ferelden one. The Ferelden one, I don't see a difference. But we'll do the scout hat like that. It's all based on the materials and all that other stuff that we have. I have a creaky door. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to have to oil it one of these days. Mage armor. We're not going to make any mage armor today. Because, as you can see, I do have a lot of schematics. But there's a tier 2 one right there, which isn't bad. But what I'm looking for, it doesn't have what I'm looking for actually. But we're going to look in here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make one for my main character. Now my main character, I want him to have Hunter Male. No. not hunter mail. What is it? It's a scout. Why can't I find it? The superior hunter coat. Is that what I wanted? 5 utility leather, 4 utility metal. I believe. Let me check my notes real quick. I have a note. Yes, that's what I wanted. And then we'll get some add-ons. So we're going to make this. And as you can see, we need 14 leather. It doesn't matter what leather you're going to use. As you can see, I got a 133 rating, armor rating, for the armor rating. That is very good. If you want to look, we'll do it real quick. But I will come in here and I will show you what he's wearing now. He is wearing medium free army armor, which is a 95 overall rating. As you can see, it's not tailored to what I want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to create medium armor tailored to what I want to do with the superior hunting coat. So we're going to pick that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create it. So we need the 14 leather. Good. Let's look. What do I have 14 leather in? 133 canine leather. I can make fennec fur. Nug skin, which is really good. Nug skin is something I want to use for my offense though. Ram leather is, let's see, I have a lot of it, and we want to use that for utility. It depends on what you want. I like the dark color though. So fennecs, you can get a lot of fennecs. We're going to work with ram leather right now, so we'll use ram leather. That's what it's going to look like color wise. And now we're going to go over here. This is, as you can see on the left here, upper left, it says utility required 5 leather. We need 14 leather to get the armor rating. This utility slot is going to let me pick more leather. Out of this leather we can come down, and as you can see, we can add to our dexterity. Tier 2 common leather, this bear hide, I actually have a decent amount. As you can see under the ratings under it, it says it's a tier 2 common leather. That's on the lower left corner. The primary slot, which is a medium armor rating, which I had before, that gives me the 133 armor rating. The utility slot is 1.5 points of dexterity per leather. So I need 5 here. 5 in the utility slot gives me, as you can see under the armor rating, a +8 to my dexterity. That is very good. What I want is I want to add to my dexterity, and as you can see here, there are a whole mess load of things that will add to my dexterity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the bear hide, I believe, to get the +8, because I need it. The dexterity adds to my critical damage later on. When everything's all figured out, dexterity adds to critical damage, and cunning adds to critical percentage, your chance of getting a critical. Strength adds to your overall damage. Wisdom adds to your magical damage and your what is it called? Mana pull. So right here we're going to use bear leather. Give me that +8 dexterity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this coat. Now we're going to look over here, and I need 4 utility in metal. Now the 4 utility in metal means that I can add basically strength or constitution. Now Drakestone here has a +1 constitution. It also has a defense of +10, but I don't get the +10 because I'm only getting the utility part. Iron is a +1, so that gives me 4. Strength, that means that my damage output will get, on a critical, get stronger. Damage output overall. Same thing with Onyx. Based on what I want to do here though, I think I'm going to use iron because I have a whole mess load of it. That adds to my strength. Now I'm going to craft this armor. It's going to give me 8 dexterity, 4 strength, and a 33 rating. That means my critical damage is going to go up, and my overall damage is going to go up compared to what I am at now. So I'm going to craft the item. It's going to give me a name, Agile Strong Hunter Coat. Alright, that's kind of cool. But to differentiate what it is,